Millions of people, because there is the educational tax, the cess which is paid by every poor person of this country. He is going to educate our so many colleges, of course the government colleges, the students studying there. And unfortunately, till recently, 70% of the best students went abroad, and they have created huge multinational corporations. We feel proud of it, no doubt. But how has the nation benefited? The money which, the hard toiled money, the hard toil of our masses, of our laborers, of our poor people, I want to educate these people. Even now I was surprised that the fees in some of our NITs is less than 1,500. You can't take primary education, private institutions for that. Kindergarten you can't educate for 1,500 rupees. And our engineers, our government institutions are paying them. Are giving the education for that part amount. So it is our moral responsibility, as Rajat pointed out. And since he is sensitive to these issues, and whenever we approach him to interact with students or to come with such ideology which will help the students, he has been to school before. I had an occasion to visit it several times, right from the beginning. And I have seen it developing so far. So we are thankful to him, and also thankful to him because these two districts, North Gujarat, were not able to cover properly because our center is in Saurashtra. All our centers, mission are in Saurashtra. So though we had a desire to spread Swamiji's life-giving ideas to our youth, and unfortunately we are not, even though the ideas are the way the youth understand. ये लोग समझे कि आपने के विचारों में प्रस्तुत करने नहीं सकते। अरे इनमें काफी महसूस आए थे। इतना मैंने आपके विवेकानंद ट्रस्ट द्वारा भी thought of taking this initiative. If people can't come, we should go to the people, even if it's a lot of hard work for our brother moms and people like Rajat who have cooperated very hard. We thought let us go to each and every night, go to each and every corner of Gujarat at least, because that is our jurisdiction. And with these ideas, if somebody gets some inspiration, some life skills, which many of our past people, including Jamsetji Tata, for whom Swami Vivekananda wanted higher education to come to India. If such inspiration goes to our youth, we do not know. There will be several such national guys who will be developing such wonderful institutions. So always remember, it is a man-centered approach we always have, man-making education. If one man is ready, hundreds of institutions like Gandham University can come. We have seen the practical application of that idea. But the person who is there should be dedicated and should have some kind of vision, not just create that one has to run an institution. So a lot of knowledge is required, life skills are required, and a very, very innovative spirit is required. Swami Vivekananda always believed in doing some kind of thing which nobody had done before. As a religious teacher, he was the first person to start a new worship service of God in man. And now you see all the organizations are doing service activities. I mean religious organizations. People thought by going to places of worship alone was enough. And that is why we were slaves for 1,000 years. But after Swamiji said no, he of course that message was he got from his guru. Shiva Gayatri Jiv Seva. જ્યારે બીજા એમણે અપનાવ્યો અને ગુરુ પાસેથી લઈને એમણે આખા વિશ્વમાં એનો પ્રચાર કર્યો. પછી આપણે જોઈ શકીએ કે દરેક ધાર્મિક સંસ્થામાં અને દરેક જગ્યાએ આ એક મંત્ર જો બની ગયો કે માનવ સેવા એ જ પ્રભુ સેવા છે. અને બધા લોકો હવે એક માનવની અંદર રહેલી જે દિવ્યતા છે, જે દિવ્ય આત્મા છે, એની સેવા દ્વારા પછી ભલે કેળવણી હોય કે બીજી કોઈ સેવાકીય સંસ્થા હોય, મેડિકલ સર્વિસીસ હોય, દરેક ક્ષેત્રમાં દરેક ધાર્મિક સંસ્થા પણ હવે જોડાઈ ગઈ છે. અને એ લોકોએ જોયું છે કે આ કર્યા વગર આ સેવા ભાવનો પ્રચાર જ્યાં સુધી નહીં થાય તો સાચો ધર્મ એનો મર્માર્થ આપણે સમજી નહીં શકીએ. કારણ સ્વામી વિવેકાનંદે કહ્યું હતું કે જે માણસ વધારે અનસેલ્ફિશ છે, નિસ્વાર્થ છે, અને વધારે જેને આપણે કહી શકીએ અનસેલ્ફિશનેસ અને જેમનામાં સેવા ભાવ છે એ જ વધારે ધાર્મિક છે. પછી મંદિરમાં જતો હોય કે નહીં જતો હોય, ચર્ચમાં જતો હોય કે નહીં જતો હોય, પણ if he has that unselfish, he has developed some way by service, by doing anything, if he becomes unselfish, if he starts becoming unselfish, બીજા વિશે ચિંતા કરવા એ જ્યારે શરૂ કરે છે, પછી એક નવી વાત એમણે એમાં ઉમેરી. એમણે કહ્યું નિસ્વાર્થતાથી ફાયદો ઘણા લોકો પૂછે છે નિસ્વાર્થ શા માટે બનવું? સ્વાર્થી બનવાથી જલ્દી ઝડપથી પ્રગતિ થતી હોય આપણે જોઈએ છે ઘણા બધા યુવકો એક પ્રશ્ન પૂછતા હોય ઇટ ઇઝ ઇઝી સક્સેસ ઇઝ એશ્યોર્ડ ઇફ યુ આર કન્સર્ન્ડ અબાઉટ યોર ઓન સેલ્ફ સેલ્ફિશનેસ ઇઝ મોર પેઇન પ્રેક્ટિકલ વિઝડમ આપણને બતાવે છે ઘણા લોકો કહે છે નિસ્વાર્થ માણસો તો સુખી નથી થતા પણ એ ખોટી વાત છે Swami says unselfishness is more pain from the point of not only from the point of view of money but from the point of view of health. If you see all the great achievers, whether in the field of education, whether in the field of technology, Einstein ne lo, Guru ne lo, જે વ્યક્તિ જેટલો નિસ્વાર્થ હતો એટલો પ્રસિદ્ધ થયો અને he has been able to contribute to the nation and people have respected. You may respect a rich person who is selfish out of fear or out of some kind of you may be requiring something, some favors from him. You may respect it, but it is not real respect. But an unselfish person is spontaneously respected and honored not only in his country but throughout the world. And all the great people without exception are unselfish people. So Swami Vivekananda believed a person who invoked the spirit of unselfishness. Unselfishness means we have used a new word in this course. This course is nothing but ideas of Swamiji in a language which our young technical people, young professional people who are studying professional courses can understand. Because we felt so far, Swami Vivekananda has not been presented in the way he should have been. આજનો યુવક વિવેકાનંદની પાસે એટલા માટે નથી આવતા કારણ we are not able to give him the life-giving ideas which will help him to become an enlightened citizen. Enlightened selfishness. Swami Ranganathan Maharaj એક word use કર્યો છે બધાને સ્વાર્થી તો છે basically everybody is selfish. Everybody wants his career, his family. There is nothing wrong. But Swami Vivekananda કહ્યું કે let it be enlightened selfishness. તમને પોતાને લાભ થાય બીજાને એના દ્વારા થોડોક લાભ થાય. એક ઉદાહરણ તમને આપું અબ્દુલ કલામજી જેમનો ઉપર સ્વામી વિવેકાનંદનો ઘણો મોટો પ્રભાવ છે ઘણા બધા છે જ્હોન રોકફેલરની ઘટના પણ છે જે સૌથી ધનાઢ્ય વ્યક્તિ હતો અમેરિકાનો એમના જીવનની પણ ઘટના છે સ્વામીજીને મળેલા અને એમના જીવનમાં ટ્રાન્સફોર્મેશન કેવી રીતે આવ્યું and how he found that instead of accumulating money he remained the richest person in America but the moment he changed his attitude he became a happier person and he was very much respected and even today he is respected because one of the biggest foundations, Rockefeller Foundation is doing so much service activities all over the world even today after his passing away. He continued to be a rich man but then he changed his attitude. Similarly is the case with Warren Buffett, so many Bill Gates and other people. I may not give those examples to you. They are so well known in their own fields. But Swami's idea was that if you have a selfishness, let it be enlightened. Let you be concerned about your own success, but at the same time take other people with you. So Abdul Kalam once said, our people are trying to be job seekers. It's very good. Every college, every professional college has job placement centers and it's very good to earn a job. But the way our youth population is growing today, 65% of our youth are below 35. So that means roughly 15 million jobs per year. So when are we going to create such jobs? Government can't give those jobs. Nor the private industry can do because the industry itself is coming down. So when are we going to when will we be able to produce these jobs? So instead you try to be job creators. That means when you excel in your field of life, try to be an entrepreneur. The new word is social entrepreneur. That is the new word which is given. You start an enterprise with the intention of creating more jobs for the people who don't have them. So that is enlightened selfishness. It is selfishness, no doubt. I want to earn money, but do it in a good way. So that way we build the character of our youth. So more and more effort should go into motivating the students who are studying here. What value education really is if we apply it to professional courses. Because youth will understand only the language of money, prosperity, success, career. Whatever philosophy we may give them, they are not interested in that. Because their immediate problem is, I'm paying so much, my parents are paying so much. So now what am I to do with So he's mad after success. Some people are mad after they want to go abroad without knowing why they should go abroad. Because others are going, they also want to go abroad. But they fail to understand. And these are values which we should give the young children. We should tell them, why do you want to go abroad? To be treated as second-grade citizens? Every person, even a successful person, knows that when he goes to countries, European countries and America, how he is treated, in spite of his academic excellence, in spite of his wealth, he is treated as a very good second-grade citizen, if not worse. Because after all, we should have some kind of patriotism, some kind of desire in us to feel proud that we are Indians, and as an Indian, I can see that my country becomes great. Which is there, it's the spirit which Swamiji saw in China. 120 years ago, people never dreamt that China will become a superpower. No country on the world, on the earth. Because the GDP of both India and China were almost same, 0.2 or 3% of the world GDP. And Europe and all the great nations who were ruling so many other countries like Africa and other nations, they were ruling the world. Europe was England was the center of power, Germany was the center of power, America was coming up. Some of the Asian countries like Japan after the World War II were coming up, but when Swamiji was there, even Japan was poor. But when he traveled to Japan and China, he could see, he could feel, in 2 or 3 days he could feel in the youth, in the children who were there, that these people have a patriotic spirit. They are very proud to be Japanese, they are very proud to be Chinese. And though they are poor, they have the will to excel and say proudly that I am a Chinese, I am a Japanese, and I can do anything in the world which America and other countries can do. So Swamiji gives that example what Vedanta is. In America, when he spoke, he says America is a land of opportunity. He loved America very much because it was a new country at that time, separated from England, and was trying to grow on its own. And he said this was the land of opportunity, the land of freedom. Because when he went there, there were no visa restrictions. People used to come from all countries of the world. Even now, America is full of people who were rejected by their country and who were settled there. Because they found a land of opportunity. So he says, I saw with my own eyes black Africans, they used to be called Negroes at that time. Black Africans landing on the soil of America. He is telling from his own experience, not any philosophy. He said, when I saw them, that person has come rejected by his own countrymen, driven out, so some of them got a own ship and then came and landed in America with the hope of making his future. And he says the moment he landed in America, in those days, the moment he landed there, everybody was telling him, if his name is Pat, he says, Pat, you have come here, now let us work together, you have a great future. And Pat started believing what he was not believing in his own country, he started believing after going there. Because that land respected the dignity within him. Swamiji કહે છે કે જ્યારે એ પોતાની અંદર જે દિવ્યતા છે સેલ્ફ રિસ્પેક્ટ મનુષ્યમાં જાગે એટલે જે ભારતના લોકોને કહેતા હતા ખાસ કરીને યુવકોને એ સેલ્ફ કોન્ફિડન્સ પહેલા તમે તમારી અંદર કેળવો એક આત્મશ્રદ્ધા કેળવો જેનાથી તમે મહેસૂસ કરી શકો કે આપણે ભારતીય છે અને આપણે બધું કરી શકીએ. That spirit of I can and I will do, that is what is really true religion is. That is the true strength which Swamiji wanted our young people to develop. And unfortunately, our educational system is not giving them that life skills. कोई विदेश ना काम कोई because his friends are gone there, because there is a luxurious life there, and he is going there with the sole purpose of enjoying a great luxurious life, and we treated and inserted there as a second-grade citizen. Many people who have settled there have told me, in spite of getting a very high job, they are still considered to be inferior. Our own company is having a different scale for NRIs to settle there and for the local people. Our own company, great company. અંદર રહેલો એ બ્રહ્મ જાગે છે, એ આત્મસત્તા જાગે છે અને એ આત્મકાર્ય કરે છે. એના માટે ક્ષમતા ક્યાંથી આવી? એ જ વ્યક્તિ છે, એ જ વ્યક્તિ આફ્રિકામાં કઈ નહોતું કરી શકતો, એ ગુલામી માનસિકતા એટલામાં હતી, પણ અહીંયા જાય છે તો એ બ્રહ્મશક્તિ અંદરથી જાગે છે અને એ સ્વામી શબ્દ વાપરે છે. એના શિષ્યોને, એના વિશેષ કરીને એમના જે શિષ્યો હતા, એમણે કહ્યું સૌથી મોટી ભારતીય ભૂલ કરી છે કે it did not compare notes with other nations. એ બહુ ઉપમંડળ જેવા થઈ ગયા. આપણો દેશ જ શ્રેષ્ઠ, આપણી સંસ્કૃતિ મહાન, જે કંઈક આપણે કરીએ છીએ મહાન. એ કે ઘણી બાબતોમાં આપણે મહાન છે, પણ ઘણી બધી બાબતો આપણે બીજા દેશોમાંથી શીખવાની છે. અને એના માટે એ કહેતા હતા, એ વખતે તો કોઈ વિદેશ જતો નહોતો. હવે તો બધી જગ્યાએ આપણા ભારતના યુવકો અને બિઝનેસમેન જાય છે, એ જુદી વાત છે. પણ એ 100 વર્ષ પહેલાની વાત. એમણે એ પહેલ કરી. જમશેદજી જ્યારે એમની સાથે શિકાગો ટ્રેડ ફેરમાં જતા હતા, ત્યારે એમણે જોયું કે દરેક મુસલમાન ફકીર, એક બિઝનેસમેન મસ્લિમ કપડો લઈને કંઈ પણ અભાણ હોવા છતાં એ સાહસ કરીને ત્યાં ગયો અને પૈસા કમાવીને એ પાછો બાંગ્લાદેશ આવે છે. એ વખતે ભારતનો હિસ્સો હતો. તો એમએ ભણેલા શિક્ષકને કહે છે કે એમાં એક અભણ માણસમાં એ તાકાત છે, એમાં આત્મશ્રદ્ધા છે, શક્તિ છે કે હું અમેરિકા જઈને પૈસા કમાવી આવીશ. તમારામાં એ શક્તિ નથી, તમે એમએ પાસ છો, જાઓ કે બિઝનેસ કરો. અને જો બીજા દેશ કેટલા આગળ નીકળી ગયા, ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીયલ એન્ડ સાયન્ટિફિક રેવોલ્યુશન એ વખતે યુરોપમાં અને અમેરિકામાં આપણાથી બહુ આગળ નીકળી ગયા હતા કે આપણા નેરો વિઝનને કારણે એ પણ ઈચ્છતા કે આપણા યુવકો વિદેશ જાય. પણ at the same time we said don't forget our nation, because it is the place where you have grown, where you have got your education. So એ વેલ્યુઝ આપણે જે બાળકોને, યુવકોને આપીએ કે વિદેશ જવું હોય તો શા માટે જવું અને તમારી ફરજ શું છે, what how can you contribute to your organization, to your institution or to your country, your society, even your own family. If you have to really contribute, then there should be some kind of enlightened selfishness or unselfishness. So Swami Vivekananda's life skill program, which we tried to give to this contributor, we deliberately avoided the use of philosophical words. And today, if the course has become popular, and one more fact which Sharmani mentioned, it is in the university. Even in those days, when Swamiji was wandering, not once in Parikraman Kayo, તો એકાદ બરોડાના મહારાજા કે મૈસૂરના મહારાજા કે કેન્દ્રીના મહારાજા સિવાય એમની માનતા કોઈએ ઓળખી નહોતી. શંકર પાંડવ કોઈની થતા પોરબંદરના તે સિવાય એમને કોઈ પતું જ નહોતું આપતું. પણ અમેરિકામાં શિકાગોમાં વિશ્વવિખ્યાત બન્યા, વિદેશમાં કંઈક સર્ટિફિકેટ મળ્યું તો અહીંયા બધા એમને અવસર કરવા માટે કોલંબોમાં બધા તૈયાર થઈ ગયા. ભારતમાં એમને ભાષણો આપ્યા, ત્યારે કેટલો બધો એમનો સન્માન થયો. તો આજે પણ એ માનસિકતા તો ખરી કે વિદેશના કોઈ લોકો આવીને આપણને સર્ટિફાઈ કરે, વિદેશી ડિગ્રી, વિદેશી સર્ટિફિકેશન, everything if it comes from foreign country, we think that certificate